Let's start today's episode.
Welcome to Sex in the Cycle. Today we're diving into the menstrual phase. So, this is a controversial phase for sure when it comes to orgasm, sex, self pleasure, all of those things. Some people love it, some people hate it. And your hormones are partially why. This is the phase where everything, your estrogen, your progesterone, everything has just dived down. And for some people, they have a little bit higher resting testosterone rate. And so in the menstrual phase, all of the like PMS or side effects or things have diminished. And now they're like, whew, the dam broke. I'm stoked. Let's do it. And for some people, they feel like I'm just fighting for my life. Leave me alone. I just need to make it through these days and come out the other end. Just let me lay here and bleed, and I'll be with you in 2 to 3 business days.
Yeah. And it's interesting because everybody feels so different about this phase. Like I'm a hard no. I just don't, I cannot get in any sort of mood at all. I have noticed because my cycles have gotten shorter that I feel better sooner than I used to. But the first few days, like I want sleep and rest, and I don't mind touch in this phase. So in that deep luteal, I don't want anyone touching me, right? But when in menstrual, like I'm okay. Like you can touch me again, like we can hug, we can kiss, we can like lay on the couch together, we can hold hands. I'm affectionate. Yeah, it just doesn't feel good for me. So it's one of those situations where again, it's not you, it's your hormones, whatever feels good, go with that. There's no reason you need to or you don't need to, whatever feels good. It'll be interesting to see what happens when I no longer have my period. Like, I'm curious to see if things shift and change postmenopause, moon cycle. I'm super curious. I would love to have a conversation with someone about this who has gone through that evolution and wants to talk about this. But I'm super curious because it's a hard no for me.
Yeah, I mean, endometriosis, same. I'm just fighting for my life. So, but I definitely know people and have friends who they're like, I love it. It's great. And
Mhm.
all I can say is if that is you, they make adult play mats that are waterproof that you can put on your bed, waterproof sheets that you can put on your bed. And my favorite blood stain tip is meat tenderizer. It breaks down protein, like that's what it does, and your blood is just protein. So I love some meat tenderizer on the old sheets. If there's some staining that happens, throw them in the laundry. It works like a dream. I have in the past, I have had at the end of my period had sex where I was like, oh, guess we weren't fully done, or the orgasm
Mhm.
contractions, push a little bit more blood out. And it's actually a dude who was like, meat tenderizer, hold on. And I was like, oh my God. And it did. It worked like a dream. And to this day, it's one of my favorite tips.
Oh my goodness, the things I learn every day. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna put that in the back of my mind for when I need it at some point. That's really interesting.
Any kind of blood stain too, like you cut yourself and you bleed on
Yeah.
your favorite shirt or something, it's worth having some meat tenderizer in the house just for that. I mean, I have heard a lot of things. In fact, I asked this on Instagram one time what your favorite blood stain removal tips were, and I got a lot of great ones. But that's just the one I stand by as an unusual yet easy enough to keep in your house because it's not like it goes bad or anything kind of thing. So
Yeah. No, I definitely need that. Like I feel like the boys are always cutting themselves and like I look sometimes I'm like, how did blood get on here? That doesn't make sense. So I'm definitely gonna check that out. Okay, I like that.
yeah, so definitely in that menstrual phase, communication is,
Mm.
and also if you have a partner that thinks sex during your menstrual phase, if you are interested into it and they think it's gross, I think it's time to throw away the partner, but that's just me. If you're not into it and they're pressuring you, again, throw away that person and start over. All like I really have very high standards. But truly, if they're not respecting you, if they're not willing to communicate, if they're pressuring you one way or the other, like it's just not worth your time or energy. You just it's easier to be single, frankly. So just, just
100%.
throwing that
Period.
out there. A little
Yeah,
relationship
and like
advice.
honestly, I feel like in the menstrual phase when I was younger, I enjoyed it more. Like I did, like as lubricant, right? Natural
Yeah,
lubricant.
absolutely. 100%.
But yeah, it's just as I've gotten older, it's definitely not something I enjoy anymore. But yeah, I think it's one of those things, the communication is key. And like you said, if your partner thinks it's not okay, or if it's gross, or like, oh, I could never do that. Yeah, get somebody else, move on.
Yeah, if that's
And
gross to
or just
them,
communicate with them. They
yeah.
might just have never had sex with the person that is on their period. So even just communicating with them and letting them know.
Yeah, have that conversation, but also keep in mind then they're not going to change diapers. They're not
Oh
going
my
to
God,
clean
yeah,
up
it's not.
scrapes and bruises from your kids. Like if they, so if they think that's gross, wait till you have kids. You don't know gross. And do you want to have kids with somebody who's going to be like that? Probably not.
Are
Just
they
saying,
going to grow old with you and take care of you and when you're sick and not healthy? And
right?
that's also something, not
Always
even growing
saying.
old, just being in a relationship. Like if you're not well, are they going to help take care of you? Like your partner supports you every month. He knows you have endometriosis. Like he plans and creates space. Like that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, keep in mind that men statistically leave women when they get sick. So if they can't handle some menstrual blood, then you might want to think about the long-term implications if you're in a male-female hetero cis relationship. Yeah, so the menstrual phase, sex in the cycle is definitely a depends on you. Chart it, track it, know that it will probably change. Like your 20s and 30s, it might be great. 30s, 40s, it might not be anymore. So you really need to have a partner, especially if you have a partner through all of that. You want to make sure that you're communicating things and that stuff is going to change and things may ebb and flow. And there may be, it may be great now, but hey, in 10 years, this might not be the same. But just make sure you're communicating, make sure you're paying attention. And like we mentioned in the other episodes, stress really affects how this phase of your cycle goes. If you're stressed out, your menstrual phase may be more crampy, more irritable, more tired. You need a lot more sleep, rest, nourishment, naps, and you just don't have the extra energy for all that workup of libido and orgasm and that kind of thing. You may just not have the reserves to
Yeah.
get into that space. So, really keeping in mind, like month to month, your stress levels, how those are going to affect your hormones, we're going to play a part in this.
Especially in the new year, you might still be noticing that holiday effect of your hormones and how it's affecting you, especially in this phase. So be gentle and kind to yourself. Again, if you're just joining us, make sure you go back and listen to the deep luteal. And tomorrow we're going to be talking about the follicular phase, the flirting phase, the fun phase. So we'll see you there. Bye for now.
A big shout out and thank you to our sponsors for today's episode, Period Coaching School and Katie Bressack Wellness.
Thanks to you, our favorite bestie, for listening to the Period Besties podcast, where no topic is TMI. And of course, share this episode with your besties.
Remember to leave us a 5-star review, nothing less than the best for us besties, and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.
You can follow us on Instagram at Stasha Washburn and at Katie Bressack, or email us at periodbestiespodcast@gmail.com.
Check out more about us at katiebressack.com and periodcoachingschool.com. And of course, check the show notes for free goodies and extras that support this episode.
We'll see you on the next episode.
Bye for now, besties.